Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Dee and welcome to Dee's Life Vlog. Welcome back. Hi, it is officially the 1st of September. I've actually gotten nothing done to get prepped for this month, so we're going to do that together. And actually, if you guys remember from last video that went up on Sunday, I believe, we are now in the school semester for UF, for the University of Florida, and that means I have already started my classes, which means I also need to plan all of my classes. So today we're going to be planning for the month of September and also just the fall semester in general because I have things to do. And then I'm going to probably do a part 2 kind of like September reset later on. It'll probably pop up next week on the next Wednesday. It's going to be like a full vlog of me kind of cleaning up, getting ready for the new month, and trying to make sure that I kind of like get down a routine that's going to work for me personally. I have my coffee. I have all the things and we're going to get started today. So let's go. Okay, first thing on the list. I actually need to do my board. Say hello to my baby, yo. This is my huge monthly board that I try and plan out at the beginning of every month. I need to get this planned out and set up, ready to go. And that's the first thing I really want to do because I feel like that's a little bit easier. Also, I haven't been able to put it up yet on the wall because I just haven't made a decision of where I want it to be. I'm honestly at this point thinking it's gonna go right here. That way I can really see it every morning to see what I have to do that day, and then I can cross it out a little bit easier. That'll be the first thing on our list. Second thing on our list is, of course, running through and doing my daily planner. This is the daily planner, the 2025 college planner. I'm gonna link it down below because this is my favorite thing ever. It is huge. It is gonna be expensive. I'm going to tell you guys that now, but it is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and I have gotten started on it already, like planning for this month. I started a few days ago when I was going through and planning out my classes. I have to finish doing that, and we can go over kind of like what classes I'm taking. After that, we're going to then go onto my tablet and we're going to do my vision board for this month. I just really wanted to plan out to be the fall semester kind of thing. I haven't picked out my book of the month or like my fall book, but I'll give you like one fall recommendation, but I will eventually get a new fall book for the month. So let's go straight into board. Okay, it is back. It's later. I am back. Oh my gosh. It's been a long day. It's currently 4:47. We started filming at like 12. It's not late because I didn't do anything. No. I've done so much. I'm finished with this and the board currently. This is the last thing I just did. For me, I just did all of the putting all my school stuff in. Also for this week, I also went ahead and we went to the grocery store with I went to the grocery store with my friend Tessa. We went and we already got our stuff. I meal prepped for this week already, so I have lunches at least for the minimum of the next 3 days. After that, it's kind of like it's whatever's in the fridge that I didn't meal prep yet. And then I have lunches, dinners, breakfast for a minimum, like I said, the next 2 to 3 days. It's currently Monday, tomorrow's Tuesday. I have class tomorrow morning, so next thing we're about to do is we're about to go onto my tablet, make sure all my stuff on my tablet is done. That's making our mood board for the month, as well as checking on our Notion. Nothing too big is gonna happen on my Notion just because I haven't touched it in a while, so it needs like full work. And then I have other things to do today. So let's finish up on the last bits of things. I'm going to give you like a rundown of like what I did in the notebook, but that's about it. So I've done my monthly calendar for both here and there. So all of like my assignments have been written down. Then I do have all of my monthly budget stuff also done. We already went grocery shopping today, and I've already paid rent this morning. So all of that's currently done and already like in the notebook of like what that budget was for just this week. I do a weekly budget. I usually do $35, but I bumped it up to $40, and then I still went over it by a few dollars. But that's gonna be good for like the next minimum of a week and a half because I got a lot of stuff. So I still have stuff for salads. So whenever I'm like home on this weekend, salads for lunch or salads for dinner. I got chicken, so I can make chicken bowls. I have the stuff made for bulgogi bowls. And if I run out of bulgogi, then I can just do a sauce chicken tender on top of my bowls, and then that's also good, which I think I'm gonna do tomorrow when I get home, because I'm probably gonna run out of like quote unquote beef tomorrow. So I'm just going to go ahead and do chicken on top, sauce up some chicken, put chicken on top of my bowls, veggies. That'll be the bowls I take for lunch. I have snack boxes already planned out, which I gotta go do those snack boxes after the dishwasher is done. And then I have also had to get a new deodorant, so I had to buy a new deodorant. I had to grab some drink stuff because I do have a budget for drinks. I've done like my monthly reflection already and set my goals for this month. And my goals for this month are just study, have good time management, and just be consistent on like my plans and stuff. This will be helpful. I feel like you guys are really high up. Having you guys will be helpful because I'll be filming a lot, and so that does give me content to film. I've already planned out my lunches for this week, kind of already planned out my day for tomorrow minimum, and then I can do the rest later tomorrow evening to be able to do it once a night, sit down, do stuff, plan. So we are done with your girl's planner, thank goodness. So the last thing I'm going to do is work on my tablet, which we'll just walk through that. It's nothing too crazy because I just want to do a few little things, but let's do it. Okay, so we are now on my tablet. I don't think I'm going to do anything too crazy for my Pinterest board for this month, just because I don't have any plans for it to be too crazy for this month. I have a very simple like fall semester 2025 board that I want to do, and I want it to still be fall, but I still want it to be like school based, but also just fall in general. So I'm going to make this like a fall semester board, so because this is the fall semester, and so eventually before we run into winter, like probably around December, I'll do a different board for like the holiday of December, because that's when I take my break off and then the spring semester starts. So what we're going to do now is going to do just a full fall board, and that's going to be the board for the rest of up until December. So September, October, and November. So I'm going to go ahead and do fall. I looked up some like, how do you say it? Like linguistic student aesthetic and then psychology student aesthetic, and I added a few things there, and then I'm going to start adding a few fall things to the fall semester board. I have another fall 2025 board which is also separate, so like that stuff I kind of want to do for content and like my bedroom and stuff like that. So like I might just collapse down that board altogether. I don't think so, because I like how separate they are. Because some things I want to be specifically fall, and some things I want to go on the fall semester board, because that way I can have a mixture of school stuff, really cute fall stuff, and like the board will look cute. I'm going to leave my fall semester board linked down below for you guys so that you guys can access that if you wanted to make your own little boards. And I'm also going to leave the link to my Instagram and my Twitter, which is where I'm going to put the mood boards up as per usual. So while I'm doing this, let's actually be productive and let's talk about my classes. So I am taking 4 classes this semester, nothing too crazy, thankfully for me. I am doing 4 classes, 2 linguistics classes and 2 psychology classes. So that main psychology, I'm doing 3 in person, 1 online, which isn't too bad for me personally. Where is it? Let's see what classes I have. I'm trying to open up my phone, my friggin' thing. So for my 2025 fall classes, I do have Principles of Behavior, which is going to be fun. I feel like that's my online class. The rest of my classes are in person. It's nothing too crazy. I have homework I need to do. I haven't really read through any of the books or textbook stuff yet, but I will eventually. I hate when it does this. And then I also have another EAB class, which is EAB 3764, which is going to be my applied behaviors class. That's the psychology class I have in person, and it just so happens that that one is at like 9:35 in the flipping morning, which was a bad idea for me. Not necessarily a bad idea, because I can do the classes. The problem, in fact, comes when I have to go from one side of campus all the way to the other, because I go to the class in the psychology building, but then I have to get to like the front of campus to get to my next class, which it's like a 20-minute walk, but I only have 15 minutes, quite honestly. Especially with all the traffic of people trying to get from their current class to their next class, it takes like 20 minutes, annoyingly enough. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's so far I'm not necessarily enjoy the class. It's just kind of odd. I don't like the quizzes. I tried to, oh my gosh, I didn't tell you guys, but we have a quiz almost every week, okay? Annoyingly enough, I don't have a laptop, and I have had a laptop for a while. That's on like my plans to get one. It's on my plans to get one eventually, but right now it's a no. Just because I don't have the finances for it. Eventually I will be able to do so. It's on my things to do this year. We'll get there eventually. But because I don't have a laptop, I can't do like things like Honor Lock, or I can't do quote unquote Respondus browser, which is those no cheating lockdown kind of like browser things that you have to put on your computer to be able to take certain quizzes and tests and exams, which I don't have that. I don't have it on my tablet. I attempted to download it on my tablet and it locked my tablet down. So I made an attempt to get it on my tablet and it locked my tablet down. Now on her syllabus, she says if you don't have a tablet, she brings paper tests. No paper tests available. I'm like, you just said that you bring paper tests on the syllabus. So where's my paper test? I was like, oh, this is perfect because I can just do a paper test and then I can have it easy to be able to just do the kind of quiz in class, because it's not that much of a quiz. It's very simple questions, very simple, like it was a pretty simple thing. It's just going over all the stuff that we went over in class. So literally Wednesday, I have her class again, and so I'll be able to do all of my school stuff in her class. So I expect her, because I already told her that I don't have a laptop and don't have any time to get one, because I just don't have one right now. So hopefully when I come to class on this Friday to take our next quiz, I will have a what? Paper quiz. I'll buy a laptop eventually, like I said, but right now, not in the cards. Right now, I'm focusing on paying for anything that needs me for school and making sure I have like stuff for like rent, groceries, and things like that. As I get better at budgeting, then we will come back. We will flip that around and bring it back one more time. Okay, so that's that. So I'm gonna start on making, oops, that was last thumbnail. 2025 stack. But so that's like my main class. That's my second like class. Then I have two more like linguistics classes, which I quite like both of my teachers, but my one class that I have on Thursday, she's super duper quiet speaking. She speaks so quietly, so it's hard to hear her. And that's also the class that I have for up until 12:35, and then I have to walk to work. And that's the day I also eat my snackle boxes, which I call them snackle boxes. It's just a box of like snack stuff that I can just eat in class, because she does allow us like a 15-minute break in between like our lectures, because it's like a 2-hour-ish lecture or so. So I just eat that in the middle of class, because usually I go to work after class to go and go and eat lunch up in like the team lounge. That way I can just, access all of my like foods to like eat lunch before I go to work. That way I'm not like annoyed at work, but I've also eaten for the day. So that's what I do. I go upstairs, I eat my food, and then I come back downstairs to go to, which isn't bad. I quite like being able to do that, but it's just kind of like a lot. But I don't have time to do that when I go to work on Thursdays, because I have to go to class. I have to go to work straight after class at like 12:35. So I'm like speeding my butt out of the way. I do want to add Chinese back on here, because I do want to get back into doing Chinese. Me and my current best friend, like my friend Tessa, who is also my current roommate, we both studied Chinese together, and so she wants us to start speaking Chinese while we're at the apartment. The only thing is we're not usually at home at the same time. It's crazy that we're both home today, because she goes to school at a different college than I do, but it's the same college here in Gainesville, so it's the community college here in Gainesville. I don't have we have separate times that we go to classes, and then I go straight to work while she works late nights and I do not. I'm gonna be back. Okay, we are officially done with all of that. We are done. I don't think I'm going to do Notion for right now until I figure out like what I want to do with my Notion. So we are officially done. I have officially made this month's wallpaper and this month's aesthetic. I'm going to put it on Pinterest so that you guys can download it if you would like, and I'm going to link that Pinterest board down below. I am officially done. Everything is perfect. Everything's set up for this month, so we will be on top of our shit. I've not planned any vlogs or videos this week, so it is what it is. So we are done. If you enjoyed any of my resets, I'll leave them all linked down below. If you want to continue to reset with me for the month, let me know. If you enjoyed these videos, please give it a like or follow me on all of my social media, and I hope you guys have a great day. Hopefully we can get back into the swing of things the correct way. Okay, bye guys.